So, where do we start from?
Well, I don't know. Probably anywhere. Anyway, maybe um now that we are married, I don't know. What do you think?
Okay. So you were single before. Now that you're married, how do you
We
feel?
we 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 we
Now
we were
that
single and now we are married.
you were single, now that you're married, how do you feel?
You want to go first?
No, it's you.
Why me?
Yeah, I'm the one who asked the question.
Okay. How do I feel per se? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. How do you feel? How does it feel to be married now?
Um. Okay. Today is number what day of
Number
like
3.
the third
Is
day
it
of
3?
we being. Oh, should we start counting from our traditional marriage? Like when we had our traditional marriage? Because that was
I
like
don't know.
since like
Maybe
May.
you guys should tell us which one. When do we start? Do you start counting
From May 23rd.
Because I actually feel like that's true because some people actually do their wedding first, and
They start counting.
like after 2 weeks they get to now do tradition, and
all
after
of that.
for example, now look at David do that. Use like 3 years to be his own marriage. You understand what I'm saying? So when do we start counting when you're married from? Is it from the church? Is it from the court? Is it from
So we need your response in the comment box. But for me, I would say we should start counting from the traditional because that's like the G. Come on, you paid my bride price. That is recognized. So let's say from the traditional marriage we are like, is it 2 weeks now or 3 weeks?
Yeah, it should be about 2
About
weeks, 3 weeks, more than 2 weeks, but not up to 3 weeks.
okay,
Yeah.
like let's say roughly 2 weeks plus married, and then for the court, because we had the court and white wedding the same day, you get, and
Yeah.
that's like 3 days ago. So for court and white wedding we're like 3 days married. Then for the tradition we are like 2 weeks plus married. So yeah, so how does it feel? Okay, so let me start with
But you know why I would choose
the tradition.
the church wedding?
Okay.
Because that was actually when we started having sex. So for me, that's
Okay, so you
married people have sex, guys.
okay, so from the church, after the church wedding, that was when we started being intimate, right? Okay, so you choose that one because of the intimacy.
Yeah.
So you not choose the traditional marriage because nothing happened all through the traditional marriage till after the white wedding. Oh, so babe, is it that is the sex for you? That's what qualifies a marriage?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think there's a part of I'm not sure about this now, but I think even if you have not consummated your marriage, it's not a marriage yet. Yes, it might be a marriage on paper, but it's not a marriage yet. I'm not sure. I'll do research on that because I think I saw a movie one time like that. That's because the couples have not yet consummated their marriage.
When you mean consummated, you mean being intimate?
Have sex, yes.
Okay.
The fact that they've not had sex makes, and they wanted to now fight, I think, get divorced, that the marriage can be easily nullified since they've not had sex. I don't know. But no, it's not even about that. It's just, that's when I actually feel married.
Okay.
Because of the fact that, in a believer's relationship, you don't get to have sex until you get married.
Okay.
A Christian, in the Christ way, you don't get to have sex until when you're married.
Okay.
Yeah. So we might be officially married since the traditional.
Yeah. Of course, not might. We are. You paid my bride price.
Yeah. We are. Plenty money.
Plenty money.
You collected money for me.
Okay, I'm with you.
So I feel like, but the sex makes it, like feel like, oh, we are not all into it now. Body, soul, spirit, soul, and body, we're all into it now. So yeah, maybe that's when I started to feel, really married.
Okay, so before we were spirit and soul, or we're just only spirit, but now we are now spirits.
Spirit and soul.
Okay, before we were spirit and soul.
After then we were body.
Then spirit, soul, and now body because of the intimacy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I understand you because just like you said, after the traditional marriage, I still feel even when if you could remember when we were coming back from Akwa Ibom State and they were asking when we wanted to fill our names like to the transportation we took back to Lagos. If you could remember, they were asking what was my name. After I was the first person they asked, then I said Sarah Essien. I didn't even think about it, right? Then when they asked you that what's your name, and you were like, and me, it just clicked on me that bro, you're not SN again. This bro just paid your bride price, and you are. But I was like, well, Otilo, they've written in that they cannot start adjusting the name and all of that. So even afterwards, when people kept asking that, our wife, welcome to the wife world, I'm like, nah, I've not started feeling like a wife yet, because maybe just like you said, we've not really clocked, as in
So
clocked,
at what
as
point
in.
did you now start to feel? What did you now start there to feel like?
Yeah, I would say starting from the court, immediately after the court, then the white, immediately after they pronounced us husband and wife. When we
At
came
the
back,
court?
yes, court and church, Then when we came back to the hotel, then I started feeling like I started coming into that reality that, like, sis, you are a wife now. And just like I said, I was really nervous. I was really very nervous. I was asking when he stepped out to get stuff for us to have as dinner, and I was having so many questions that, God, please say something to me. Say something to me when he comes back and he wants to touch me. Should I let him? Because I was really scared. I just did not want to do anything that will offend God, because for years now I've tried so hard to try my best by the grace of God to obey God, keep myself holy and acceptable for him and for the man he's bringing to me. So on that day I was asking so many questions. I even had the conversation with you afterwards that I'm scared that I've been asking God questions. The Holy Spirit, please, are we doing the right thing? What we're about to do now, please speak to me. Hope I'm not offending the Holy Spirit. Not when you now told me that, come on, you are my wife, for Christ's sake, Sarah, you are not, don't feel guilty of it. You get. Then I said, come down. Okay, I understand now. I'm not going to feel guilty. Then I should have understood at some point, but earlier on I was really feeling guilty. I was scared that I hope I'm not offending the Holy Spirit. So how does it feel to be married? That was that the question again.
Yeah.
Okay, it feels like I said, we're still very new, and it feels good because there were so many boundaries before, but now there are no boundaries, at least. And though even back then, the only difference was just the fact that we're not having sex, being intimate. I already saw you as my one, like my G, my it's just that we've not really clicked it yet, or we've not signed sex on it yet. You understand? So the only difference is just the sex right now, because you are my best friend. You're the only person I speak with. We are always together on call. Even when you're at your place, I'm at my home. We're always together on the call. We talk about a lot of things. So the only difference is just the fact that, okay, we are now intimate, and maybe we're now staying under the same roof and all of that. So, but of course, our next episode will dive more into this conversation, because
Sexual power.
babe, why are you I know he's joking. Everything, we'll dive into everything. The question why we got married, how we got married, where we met, how we met, the wedding plans, how we went through with everything. Or what do you think?
Yeah, because we dive into it, talk about everything. I was want to actually share our story with you guys.
Yeah.
And if you guys have questions you want to ask,
How does it feel to be married?
I don't know how to put it, but I think it makes me feel vulnerable. Now I've got something to lose, or now I've got something to think about, or now I've got something to be responsible for. Like now the reality has begun. Now the real life has begun. Yeah, that's it.
And does it scare you?
I wouldn't say it scares me. No, it doesn't scare me. I think it's basically because I trust in God, and my walk with God at this point in time has made me understand that He's with me. Not alone, He's with me. So it doesn't scare me. It just makes me aware. It makes me aware. I get to think about every decision I'm making. Like what does this? How does this affect the other person? Like I have to be more attentive. I have to be more
Present.
present to it. Yes, of course, attentive, present. So it just makes me more aware, more want to be conscious, open my eyes, open my ears, and yeah, that makes me vulnerable.
So you didn't feel that way while you were dating or during our dating period?
I felt that, but the fact that we had marriage to look forward to that time, it was like, okay, we still have marriage to look forward to, and people are not expecting a lot from you when you're not married yet, and you are not even expecting a lot from yourself when you're not married yet. But the fact that you're married now, you're already looking towards, okay, what will happen now that we're married? Because people and the fact that marriage is also tied to some certain aspects of our lives, that makes me want to see how that opens up now, how that unfolds now, because now we're married. There are some things even in the spiritual world, in the physical world, that cannot happen until when you're married, and those things will start happening now. So it makes me look forward to those things now, which is I think the more reason why I'm aware. Like I'm aware of those, really looking forward to those things that are gonna unfold now that we're married. Yeah, that's it.
I really do understand you, honestly. I think you're speaking my mind already. But do you have any expectations, like from who Sarah used to be as your girlfriend and now she's your wife? Do you have any expectations?
Let's talk about expectations next episode.
Okay. All right. I think it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. Okay. I think any other thing.
No. Also watch out for the next episode.
All right. And I am Sarah Essien.
I don't know that.
I'm Sarah Fasaes, and
you are the Fasaes.
The Fasaes.
Maybe that's a nice introduction. You are the Fasaes.
All right, guys. See you next episode. Bye. Love you.